Aloha Wanderers, and welcome to Honolulu, Hawaii. We are staying at the Hilton Hawaiian Village on Waikiki Beach. Look at this view. I'm so excited. This is actually our first time to Hawaii. I am so excited. It is absolutely beautiful. We were met at baggage claim at the airport with these beautiful leis. We had a 10-hour flight. It was crazy, but we are here and we have 5 days to see everything Oahu has to offer. So looking forward to this. I've been wanting to do this for a long time and trying to convince Brian to come to Hawaii. And here we are. So here at the Hilton Hawaiian Village, I believe there are 4 or 5 towers, but the 2 towers that everyone says you need to stay in are either the Rainbow Tower or the Ali. We are staying in the Ali. Both have beautiful views of the ocean, either the lagoon side or over here on Diamondhead crater side, which is what I wanted to have. The differences, just a quick description of the differences. The rainbow room is the rainbow room. You got me saying that. The Rainbow Tower is kind of a centralized area where a lot of the restaurants and the main check-in and the beautiful sweeping views. A little more active. The Ali is concierge-level room. They say it's a little quieter, so we're gonna see what that's like. There's restaurants in this tower as well, and we're within walking distance of there's a mall, there's food trucks, there's Waikiki Beach down the beach. There's so much to do right here without ever getting in a vehicle. So we're definitely gonna start a little bit of that today to look around before we start some tours. We're gonna go check out the room. This is, as I mentioned, a Lee Tower Ocean View King room. So let's go look at it. First thing that you notice is the king bed actually faces the balcony and the ocean. And I think that's fantastic. As we go to bed tonight, that's what we're looking out at the ocean. I love that. Look at the size of this room. This is a spacious room. There's room for a full-size couch on one side with a coffee table. And on the other side, we have a full desk with working space if we needed to do that. And then, of course, this beautiful king bed. And look, we were greeted with an orchid already on the bed. Isn't that beautiful? TV. You got your mini fridge in here, little standard mini fridge, and 2 deep drawers on either side, so plenty of drawer space. I love that. There is a side table on either side of the bed with another little small drawer, and then plugs on both sides of the door, both sides of the bed, so that's good. Follow me to the foyer leading to the bathroom. Right here's our coffee and tea station. There is a single serve Keurig. There is a kettle for tea. Look at this ice bucket. Of course, it's very Hawaiian. Some more storage. And then there's some more storage down below as well if you need to put something down there. Very cool. Let's look at the bathroom. It's a walk-in large bathroom. So you've got your sink, big mirror, plenty of space below the counter for your toiletries and those kind of things. I brought my curling iron. It's got these little drawers down there. These are really cute. I love the fact that they have all of their soaps. There's a dental kit, a shower cap, moisturizer, all branded with the Ali Tower emblem on there. That's nice. Also, in the closet, which is a nice size closet, you have your safe, but also we have robes that are also branded. The Ali emblem as well. Nice. So in the evenings when we're relaxing or we want to order a little room service or first thing in the morning for coffee, we got our robes. Just a little extra touch in the closet as well is this little branded Ali Hilton Hawaiian Village bag. It's for us to use while we're here. It does say if you want to take it home with you, you can let the concierge know, and there is a $25 fee to take it home. We may or may not do that. I haven't decided yet.
Not included, but you can use it.
Yes.
Kind of like the robes.
Right. Then you've got a shower and full-size tub. There's also shampoo, conditioner, and body wash with the Ali branding on it. I can't wait to smell it because it says it's coconut mango. That sounds wonderful. It smells good.
Give it a sniff.
Let's go over here to the
moisturizer.
You know what it smells like? It smells like what I think of Hawaii. Yeah, it's real original, right? Oh, okay. I can see me doing this. I put my pajamas on at night, getting all moisturized. Oh, that smells good. It's nice. We're already unpacked, showing you the room. Now we're heading out the door because we're going to have to explore the rest of the resort because we hadn't seen a whole lot of it just besides check-in, and probably walk down the beach a little bit. Let's go. We are in the beautiful Hawaiian Islands. We arrived yesterday on Oahu. We're staying at the Hilton Hawaiian Village Ali'i Tower.
In Waikiki Beach.
Yeah, it's beautiful. We've got our coffee, and today is all about the water. We're going to get into the ocean, and there's like 4 or 5 pools at this resort, so we're excited and just kind of enjoy ourselves. And then we're going to close out the night with a luau, so we're going to take you along with us.
This is a beautiful resort. We really enjoyed just kind of wandering around a little bit yesterday. There's probably a dozen plus restaurants, several other shopping areas. It's really beautiful, and there's a lot of things right here on the resort grounds, so you don't have to go too far. And like Melissa says, the beach is right there.
Yeah. The Hilton Hawaiian Village has 5 towers, but they're all a different style. You would think they would be like all the same, but they're all different. And there's nooks and crannies, and the hibiscus and banyan trees and palm trees. It's just lush, and it's just beautiful. There's koi pond. We've already found several koi ponds throughout the property, and some land turtles, not sea turtles, but I'm looking forward to get to the water and maybe seeing a turtle or two. We have a snorkeling adventure later this week, so stay tuned.
The Rainbow Tower and the Ali'i Tower. Behind it is the Diamondhead Tower. The Ali'i and the Rainbow are beachfront. This is the one that we're in. The Rainbow, both of those I think were remodeled recently, so I think those are probably going to be your best bet for having a real nice room. We looked at the Rainbow Tower. There wasn't a lot of availability on the Diamondhead Ocean View side. There was still some left, I think, on the marina side, which actually would have a great view of the sunset. All right, here she goes. This is a beautiful little nook right here.
Put my toes in the ocean. It's cool. I mean, it is March after all, but it's cool. So I think we're changing our strategy. We're going to go start with the pools, and then as it warms up, we're going to come back to the ocean.
I'm not sure the pool's going to be any warmer.
Yeah, maybe need it. You don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Let's go see.
Just beautiful. Pacific Ocean, Diamondhead.
And I thought I wanted the Diamondhead crater view, and that's what we have.
Yep.
But now that we sat on our balcony during sunset, I think there's something to on the other side, because you're going to have this ocean looking down the opposite direction and the sunset.
Yeah.
So I think there's something to
The one you really want.
depending on which one.
The one you really want is that 01 room on the corner.
Yes.
So you get the view this way and you get the sunset.
Get corner view, like you get sweeping windows both sides. So that would be the best.
But those were a lot more expensive. I think they were like $600 per night more than what we paid.
Yeah, something like that.
It was up there.
Yeah. If you're wanting to come to Hawaii.
But if you really want to do it right, you want the rooms that end in 01 on the Rainbow Tower.
Yeah.
That would be the ideal room. And I think the Rainbow Tower and the Ali'i Tower are the ones that have been most recently updated. And you can get the kind of oceanfront, so closest to the water. Oh wow, that's a great view. I mean, great. I guess it's crater. It's only called a crater since the entrance. Neat as that.
We have had a fantastic day, just kind of enjoying the pool and the beach, but now we're all dressed up for a luau. We are about to grab a taxi. There's plenty of taxis right here. In the lobby, we're headed down to their Hyatt Regency because they have a luau down there that really piqued my interest, so we're going to go check it out. It's the Na Lei Aloha Luau, something like that. I'll put the name right here. But anyway, we're looking forward to it, so let's go. We made it to the Hyatt Regency. We have a little time just to kind of wander around the hotel and check it out before our check-in time. We do see that this is across the street from the beach, so that's good to know. If you wanted to stay here, you'd have to cross the street.
So the luau that we're attending begins at 5:30,
and it's here at the Hyatt Regency. I love that there's all these different shops and little places you can buy knickknacks and things before the luau.
Look at these bracelets. Isn't that pretty? $10 bracelets.
Wait, what is it?
The Black Yes, a Disney reference. Hi, 5:15?
Hi.
Or 5:30. Oh, come back at 5:30. Oh, okay.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, 5:30. Your table will be ready at 5:30.
All right, we're all checked in.
Hi.
Now we are headed in to the luau. So that luau, the luau was at Na Lei Aloha at, and it was at the Hyatt Regency.
Waikiki Beach. They called it Aloha Experience because it was supposed to be more Hawaiian rather than all, than just Polynesian. It was more authentic Hawaiian experience with the dancing, and it was amazing. So they came out, they changed outfits, costumes like 4 or 5 times. The men would dance and the women would dance, and they changed what they were wearing, and it was beautiful. They kind of explained each thing. They explained a lot about the leis and the significance of putting the lei on and the romance of it. And they had
the different types,
yeah, the jasmines. They brought the jasmine out, and they were talking about the jasmine, and they had the real jasmine leis, and they walked them around all the tables, and you could smell the jasmine like immediately as soon as they brought the jasmine leis out, and it was so. It was just beautiful.
It was a nice experience.
Nice, how would we call it? Intimate experience, because it was a small group, so there's probably no more than 50 people.
That sounds about right.
So I like that as well.
It included, as part of this, it included access to like their buffet area, which I really appreciated because it was a wide variety, and it had a lot of the things that you would expect at a luau, but it also had some additional things like snow crab legs. They had a lot of so good
sushi, poke. Yeah. Just a really good selection. I was kind of, when I realized it was just the main buffet there, I was like, oh, this might not be good. But it was delicious. It was very good. It was very good. As we've read a lot of reviews of different luau's, and I think one of the most common things we see is that the food is kind of meh. And that was not the case here. We really enjoyed it, even though it was a buffet. It was delicious. And there was a huge selection. There is a luau at our hotel here at Hilton Hawaiian Village. But it was a lot more expensive, and I wanted to do something different, so that's what we did. To get there, it was about 8/10 of a mile to get there. So we wanted to kind of experiment between a taxi versus Uber. So we took a taxi over. We just met him right here in the lobby. It was quick and easy, but the meter runs up really quickly. And by the time we got there, after a tip, it was right at $20. In fact, we gave him a 20. So we tried to, we got an Uber on the way back. Had a fantastic Uber driver, really friendly guy, told us all about it, airdropped us recommendations for restaurants and so on. And all said and done there, even with a really good tip, it was still only like $12.
So I still believe that the Uber Lyft experience is going to save you a lot of money over just a taxi cab, despite the convenience.
One of the best tips or tricks we have found yet are the ABC stores that are scattered. There's 2 here at Hilton Hawaiian Village. They're scattered around Honolulu. So food is expensive at the resorts, but this little place, it's got alcohol, drinks, hot foods, cold food, souvenirs. The best prices you're going to find in a touristy area. Like I found like a spicy tuna poke bowl, and Brian found some little tuna poke bowl. We took it back to the room. It was really inexpensive. Great way to not spend so much on the food at the resort. Use this. You can take stuff back to your room, keep it in your fridge, and just it's a little less expensive and just a great way to save a few dollars.